cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in too. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you from, life is coexistence, but to know the real, you just gotta
listen. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. I'm your host, K Money, and in the building with me, my co-host, Freddie G, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. And you can find us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And if you're on YouTube, please don't forget to like and or subscribe. What's up, fellas? Welcome to another episode of True Tuesday. Man, I had a very good question I wanted to ask y'all, dog. Cocaine, marijuana, these pills. All of these items I just mentioned are illegal, and they're making money. People are dying. But I also think there's another one that belongs in this category, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. And I'm just wondering why, it hasn't been strongly considered to be made illegal. And that's alcohol.
Oh,
I think it has the same effect.
Yeah.
If not worse.
You got a point.
And it's making billions of dollars just like these other items I just mentioned, the other drugs, illegal drugs.
Yeah, and legally, it's making that kind of money.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a good point.
You can't stop that.
The only criteria is, if you're of age.
Right.
And a lot of, now people have been beating that, with fake IDs, for years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, that's a good question, man. Why is it not illegal?
Man,
statistics say every day 37 people die in the U.S. in a drunk driving accident.
That's just in the U.S.
In the U.S. Yeah. That's one person every 39 minutes if you look at it.
Wow.
That's
every
just
day.
accidents.
What
about alcoholics that die of like sclerosis of the liver?
That's
because
another
they're drinking
good point.
so
It's
much.
killing us.
Yeah, I know somebody personally.
One way or the other, it gets you.
So why is it not illegal?
Right.
You guys got any ideas?
Well, what?
Do you think it should be illegal? First off,
I think the way we're looking at it, yes. But I think why the government won't put that on there is because they can put on the seal, hey, this does this, this is the risk of this, and if you take it, that was your decision.
just like they do with cigarettes.
You know what I mean?
It's your choice.
It's your choice. You did this by choice. Now, we're going to tell you that this can kill you this way or that way, or you've just seen different accidents with this substance, But it's crazy, man. They kind of let it look like it's your choice, which in reality it is, because you got a choice to say, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it." So maybe that's why.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know, but last year, 2022, alcohol produced $10.2 billion. So shutting down that kind of money
That's
yearly.
what I'm saying. Legally.
But I'm pretty sure cocaine does the same.
Exactly.
But that's
If not
illegal.
more.
But the difference in those two is cocaine is illegal money.
Yeah, exactly.
You can stop that. You losing more when you doing it illegally rather than legal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe the amount of money it is more.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna get the money some kind of way.
Yeah.
The government, basically. So I don't know. It's crazy, man. But
Here's what I think it boils down to. So K Money,
Yes, sir.
you ask, and correct me if I'm wrong. Bottom line is, why isn't this illegal? Yeah. But I heard you use examples of cocaine, marijuana, and pills. So you didn't specify pills. However, let's keep cocaine on the table. Let's 86 marijuana. Let's take marijuana off the table because
Well,
that's
yeah.
starting to
Certain
become
places
illegal.
it's legal,
That's
yeah.
starting to become illegal in
You're right
other
about
places.
that.
Now, in regards to pills, we're thinking more so of black market, so to speak, because a lot of these pills are actually used in hospitals,
Right.
for treatment. It's just being stolen and sold on the streets.
Yeah.
So let's take those off the table. Let's add to cocaine something like heroin.
Yeah.
Okay, I agree.
Okay, now those cocaine and heroin, those are illegal because the government doesn't have, giving the government the benefit of the doubt now, giving the government the benefit of the doubt, the government doesn't have anything to do with, the cocaine and the making money off the cocaine and the heroin. Again, giving the government the benefit of the doubt.
Right.
However, when it comes to alcohol, people or big companies are manufacturing and creating, making these different types of alcohol, and then you got the government being able to tax alcohol.
Right.
That's where the money is
For
being made.
licenses and stuff.
Yeah, that's where the
Yeah.
money is being made. So I think that part of the reason why that's not illegal is because the government can make money off of it.
Yeah. That's it.
But then now I do want to retract what I said, because I told you it was 10.2 billion for alcohol, and I'm saying no. How you gonna do that? But the revenue for cocaine, just like Freddie G said, is 110 billion
$1 billion.
to 130 billion a year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we can stop cocaine, we can stop alcohol. I'm back on you. I'm back on your side. We can stop alcohol because alcohol is only 10 billion.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They're not going to stop alcohol because they can add taxes
Right.
to the alcohol, and the government makes money off of alcohol.
I understand that, but
Well, my argument on why it should be illegal, and before I go into that, I do want to retract. Marijuana does not kill.
Yeah.
I'm with marijuana, but I feel alcohol. One, it doesn't take much. Once your BAC is a
Yeah.
certain limit,
That's it.
you out of
You're
there.
out of
So
control.
you got to think. When you go into these sports bars and things of that nature, a lot of people will reach that illegal. They'll reach the limit, which is 0.08 in all 50 states,
Yeah.
except Utah is 0.05.
Right.
But going out to a sports bar, they'll reach that limit. With probably two or three drinks, depending on your metabolism and
That's
your
right.
size.
Yeah. That's
So
definitely
we're
right.
already, most people, the police could just stand outside a sports bar and pretty much meet their
Arrest the
quota.
people
You know what
walking
I'm saying?
out. Yeah.
And
that's
again,
true.
I know it's a choice, but that's one reason right there, in my opinion, that it should be illegal. But one, it's too easy to, like I say, we're reaching. You can reach that limit in a few drinks.
Yeah.
And whether or not you're driving or not, and that's the key factor if you're driving. And I know we have these ride share programs now, which a lot of folks should take advantage of if they're
Yes.
going out and they know that they're going to be in that type of
Let
situation.
somebody drive you.
Yeah, take advantage of these ride
Right.
share programs, but a lot of us don't.
No.
yeah,
know,
that's true.
It should be no excuse for a lot of these accidents if people would do exactly what you're
They're
saying.
extremely
Take money.
preventable nowadays,
Yeah,
more so
straight
than they
up.
were, maybe 10 or 15
Right,
years ago.
they
but
definitely are.
People aren't taking advantages because you see on the news damn near every week, if
Something's-
not every other week,
Yeah, it was
these
two-
wrong way crashes.
Right.
Yeah.
Getting on the wrong side of the street or something.
And you got to be fucked up
Yeah, and no other
to
way.
be driving on the wrong side
Yeah,
of the road.
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And it's hard for me
Yeah.
to even
Imagine
fathom
doing
how
that.
that can
Now, I've done it just regular sober, but I was in another
Hold the
city.
fuck up.
Yeah.
I was in another
Okay.
city, so I didn't know
Okay.
where I was going. I was actually in another state. I was in Chicago.
Yeah.
And we're out of Texas, but I was in Chicago. We had a show up there, and I didn't know where I was going. I'd done when you rent the cars on the app. I did that. That was the crazy part about it. So if anything would have happened, it would have been that lady's car. It wasn't even a rental car. So it was like it was you go on the app and you rent the
Yeah,
cars.
you
I
was
can't
renting
remember what the
somebody's car.
Yeah, not the Airbnb, but the other one. I can't remember. But yeah, I did that. And yeah, but funny story on the people be waiting, the cops be waiting outside of clubs and all that. This literally that happened to me. I'm just we off top a little bit, but I just gotta make you laugh. I was at a restaurant one time. It was a restaurant, people go there when they come from the club, they get their drinks, get their tacos, go home, right?
Right.
And I don't know why they chose me. It was like at least 75, 80 people outside. I don't know why he chose me. I just came in. I wasn't staggering. I wasn't doing anything. I guess he just picked me. So, this place had them good margaritas. So I said, I'm going to get one of them. And those margaritas are known you knock you on your butt. So it's like he waited, watched me, and then let me drive off. But I saw him. So I took one of the little back streets, and I went to Walmart, the 24-hour Walmart, and I read every magazine on that aisle. And I looked at him. I said, I know your shift over at 6 a.m. I'm going to go home at 6:20 because you got to go check in. He started laughing. He waited, though. He waited for a good 2 hours. He didn't wait the whole time. But I read at least about 7 magazines that night. Full.
So another thing that I think that the government is trying to do to show that they are aware of what alcohol is doing and the effects of alcohol and what causes these drunk drivers and all that, the wrong way crashes and everything. I think that, no, we're not going to make alcohol illegal because we make money off of it. However, what we're going to do is we're going to crack down. Here's how we're going to crack down. We're going to crack down by raising the legal age of buying alcohol from the age of 18. Y'all are old enough to remember when you could buy alcohol. And we're going to raise the age limit to crack down. What we're also going to do is we're going to also hold these bars and establishments accountable for the drinks that they're serving. Now, I don't know how effective that is, and the bartender can actually be charged with crime.
I think you have to have just left that location, and the bartender knew that they served you.
You've had enough.
They knew that, and they didn't make you stop serving you. Period, because you got the control.
Yeah.
So if you see that this person has had more than
you're
supposed to stop serving them.
Yeah,
You're supposed to stop serving them.
Yeah. So I think that's another part of what the government is saying. Look, we acknowledge wrong way crashes and all of this stuff. Now, we're not going to make alcohol illegal because we're making money, but we're going to put things in place to try to combat what's going on. So raising the legal age to 21, and at one point it was 18. Holding these bars accountable. Then also, depending on the state you're living in, a dry county.
But here's my thing. If you got a club of 300 people, all right, how do you keep a count of one particular?
You can't. That's smoke and mirrors.
Right.
That's smoke and mirrors. That's the government saying, hey, we're doing something about it.
But do something that really would be
effective.
effective.
Really be effective.
Because in my opinion, raising the age limit won't do anything.
It's not going to do nothing.
Because 18 wasn't...
Here's the thing. Unfortunately, I feel that though. But unfortunately, the government, well, a lot of, not just the government, a lot of people want to see data. They want to see the numbers. So how many deaths from this age group to this age group?
Okay, I was wondering, are they considering those numbers?
Yeah, that's why.
It would have to be that.
You have to have a reason to justify.
Yeah, it'd have to be that.
No, I'm thinking you was talking about when you say looking at numbers, they was just looking at the finances side of it.
No. To change these laws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
To change these laws. They're looking at data, they're looking at numbers, and all that stuff plays a part.
Let me give you guys some the effects of the blood alcohol concentrate, the BAC, what we call it. 0.02, you lose some loss of judgment, relaxation, slight body warmth, and altered mood. That's at 0.02. So you can imagine after one beer,
Yeah.
everybody's pretty much at 0.02. So
Yeah.
you can see what those effects are at 0.02.
Wow.
At 0.05, you have some exaggerated behavior, may have loss of small muscle control, focusing your eyes, and impaired judgment.
Yeah.
Usually good feeling, lowered alertness, release of inhibition. That's at 0.05. Now, how many beers or how many drinks is that for you, Comedian 96?
I don't drink beer,
Okay,
but
so
I
how
drink
many drinks?
liquor,
That's
though.
why I said drink. So would you consider that being 2 drinks for you? And keep in mind, I know this has a lot to do with your size, your body type.
Right.
Right. So normally, me after that second drink, once I sip on that third one, just a sip is over. I'm feeling really lovely by that second drink.
Do you think you know your limit?
I do know my limit. Sometimes I will go past my limit,
course.
but
You
I,
do
I
what?
won't drive.
Sometimes
I will Uber.
Oh, okay.
I will Uber when I know I'm going to go past my limit. I'll say, man, I'm Ubering tonight, so that means
You already know
Yeah.
you finna get fucked up, and that's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
And that's what most people should do.
Exactly.
What about you, Slash? How many drinks you think before
man.
you at that 0.05?
If you're talking about beer, I would say, man, by the time I'm on that fourth one,
You probably at that 0.05.
by the time I get all the way through that fourth one, I'm probably there. You know what I'm saying? To where, because I can tell now my speech is starting to just change just a little bit. I'm stuttering on stuff I don't normally stutter on, you know. So that's when you know, okay, I might need to slow down for a minute, And then too, that does determine the amount of time it's done in.
Right.
Like if this was in an hour span and I drunk 4 beers, yeah, I'm out of there.
And that's another good point you just made, the amount of time. So,
Right.
maybe when you're drinking, space them out or take a break every
Take a
now and
break,
again, especially
right.
if you think you're feeling
That's right.
a certain type of way.
It's okay to drink it,
And now, back right now, we go to the, we're older, we go to the clubs that's more, laid back. We don't go to the woo anymore. We don't do that no more.
Man,
we don't go to them.
Wait,
That's the one
wait
you
a
know you
minute.
finna get told.
I ain't never been to one of those.
Me either.
What is that?
What the hell is that?
I don't know. It sounds like some hype music or
Hype music.
that's when you know you feel like we finna get fucked up tonight. You know what I mean.
Was that
when
the-
we was in the Navy, we went to the and message we song. I'm proud to be American. We ended up at one of them. We always
I bet I'll tell the Wild Coyote. Is that where it was?
no. It was normally
Was it the
if I'm at a
Wild
club, if I'm a club like that, I'm too drunk and I don't know where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just Ubering. But they didn't have Uber back in the day. It was Yellow
No, it
Cab.
was no Uber.
It was Yellow Cab.
Yellow
back
Cab
then.
was all
yeah.
you
I
had.
even had Yellow Cab then back
Yeah.
then. Even I was young, but they had the trains too. So I didn't really just be driving around like that. Especially I know them be toe up.
Yeah. For real.
All right.
Sound
hey.
like you partying with some Indians.
Boy,
know that.
boy, back then I didn't care who it was. Party, it was party. I was
White
young.
boy wasted.
Man, I was man. I mess around drinking some unleaded gasoline. You playing back then.
So that last BAC given, fellas, was 0.05. So the next one I'm going to talk about is 0.08, and it's the one that's illegal.
That's the point A is below.
0.08 is the one that's illegal. Like I said
Yeah.
earlier, it's illegal in all 50 states except
Yeah.
Utah. Now the previous one was illegal in Utah.
Is that the one that determines if it's a DUI or a DWI? Like one is driving under the influence, the other one is driving while intoxicated.
DUI is different. Driving under the influence can be under the influence of any substance. You know what I'm saying?
But one I thought
Driving while
intoxicated.
is DWI.
yeah,
is
and
driving
that's the
while
one
drunk.
over .08, right?
That's the one that you lose your license.
0.08.
right.
Yeah.
So if I got a .02, shouldn't that be driving under the influence? One of them
okay
is
with
one is while intoxicated, one is under the influence. That's what I'm saying.
That's probably so. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
yes,
so
that's what
is
makes
that
the difference.
Is
I
that makes
think
the
so.
basis though point?
I would think so because it kind of makes sense that way. Mm-hmm. If you driving under the influence, that means
It's a
you could
variety
be
of things
you
you could
drink
be
it,
under.
but you ain't drunk.
but you ain't over the limit.
Right. It could
be
I
drugs.
can tell you've been drinking.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go.
Yeah.
Or it could be drugs.
Yeah,
that
or
you're
it could be
on. Like you say,
drugs.
under the
Right.
influence. It's a variety
It's
of
a
things.
variety.
variety.
While
Yeah.
intoxicated narrows
It's-
it down
you're
just to
drunk.
alcohol.
Okay, gotcha.
You know, and again, okay, let's get back to 0.08. Muscle coordination becomes poor.
Yeah.
Balance, speech, vision, reaction time, and hearing harder to detect danger judgments. Self-control, reasoning, and memory is impaired.
Yeah.
You know, so that's just when I think I'm feeling good, honestly speaking.
Yeah, that's
However,
when
like I said earlier, if I do feel that I'm on that limit, I'm going to slow it down. You
Yeah.
know, I'm at the age now to where I definitely know my limit.
And you could drink water in between.
There you go.
That's the main thing right there. If you don't have enough water with all of that, you're gonna be out of there anyway. You know.
That's a very important
Yeah.
point. I'm not going to ask you, Freddie G, what your limit is, because I know you don't drink any further,
Yeah.
any longer. I'm sorry.
That's why he got a big pickle doodle smile over there, because he got a smile 'cause he don't drink. I ain't an angel. He got a whole halo over here, y'all. That's the
Yeah.
voice of reason.
I'm proud of it too. And let me just say, 22 years.
That's what's up.
That's what's
alcohol
up.
free.
That's what's
Yeah,
up, bro.
if I
Yes,
can clap.
indeed.
Get my man some
indeed.
claps on that one. It takes a lot to stay. What's the word I'm looking for? Seem like I'm always searching for a word.
Stay sober.
Oh,
Yeah,
stay sober, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So for that long,
Oh,
you know,
man, it's
definitely
nothing like it.
discipline. You know, and
Yeah.
maturity and discipline.
That's what it is.
Well, I just want to say out there to my riders, you know, if you're not on the 52 Scott, take advantage of some of that ride share programs. If you know you're going out and you're going to celebrate and party, just be smart about it, because again, it's dangerous and you have to drive for you and the next man, especially.
Yeah.
So you have to think about the next person, because there's too many people dying out there from drunk driving.
Yeah.
And one way to eliminate it is to be smart. I appreciate y'all listening. We out. This concludes another True Tuesday episode, and be sure you tune in tomorrow for Women Wednesday with Freddie G. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all you YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And to all my 52 Scott faithfuls, it may be new to you, but if you heard it here, then you know it's true.
Like it's coexistence, but to know the real you just gotta